instantly recognizable, a siren alerting those of what's to come. Fans begin scrambling, clearing room for the mosh pits. They can feel it getting closer. The anticipation continues to rise. Chaos. What's up, everybody? I'm Oliver, and welcome to another episode of Studio Time, where we discuss all things music, and more music. As you can guess from the intro, today we are going to be discussing the song Fiend by Travis Scott featuring Playboi Carti. Fiend is the staple track from Travis Scott's studio album Utopia. In this episode, we are going to discuss how this song is not only just popular, but it represents how Travis Scott's style of music is specifically crafted for his rage-filled live performances. Additionally, Fiend represents Scott's climb back to the top of the live music scene after he derailed it entirely during the Astroworld tragedy in November of 2021. Before we get into all of that, let's discuss Travis Scott as an artist and his career before Fiend. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Travis Scott has been one of the most influential figures in hip-hop over the past decade, achieving both commercial and critical success with multiple platinum albums and 11 Grammy nominations, including 2 for Best Rap Album. What sets Scott apart is his live performance style, known for high-energy shows, rage-filled atmospheres, massive stage designs, and heavy use of pyrotechnics. He often encourages fans to rage.
You either get on this stage and rage or take your motherfucking ass home, you understand?
In a 2015 GQ interview, Scott described his shows as feeling like WWF or some shit, as quoted in a Billboard article by Robert Levine. This mindset has not always worked out well for Scott. In 2015, he was arrested at Lollapalooza and again in 2017 in Arkansas for encouraging fans to jump security barriers and incite riots. Also in 2017, he faced backlash for urging a fan to jump from an auditorium balcony. Despite these incidents, his 2018 album Astroworld was a major success.
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane.
Earning another Grammy nomination and launching the Astroworld Festival in Houston. The festival grew quickly, but in 2021, tragedy struck during the third annual event.
A sold-out music festival in Houston, Texas, triggered what officials declared a mass casualty incident after a crush of concertgoers started to push near the stage.
Deadly crush of people at a rap concert in Houston. The Friday night tragedy, which left 8 people dead.
There's grief and there's anger tonight among the family members of those who died. Today, one father told us that he was assured his son had survived and later spent more than a day trying to find him until he finally discovered his death online.
The cell phone video shows panicked fans begging for help while Scott performs.
A crowd surge led to the deaths of 10 people and injuries to hundreds. Fans without tickets jumped fences and rushed the stage, a behavior Scott had previously encouraged, including tweeting, "We're still sneaking the wild ones in," after tickets sold out. Although videos showed fans pleading for the show to stop, it continued, with paramedics unable to reach many in need. Scott faced widespread outrage and numerous lawsuits. Though he was not criminally charged, still, the incident left a lasting stain on his career. In Scott's song, My Eyes, he reflects on how this tragedy still haunts him to this day.
I replay them nights and right by my side, all I see is the sea of people that ride me. If they just knew what Scotty would do to jump out the stage and say I'm a child.
If they just knew what Scotty would do to jump off this stage and save him a child.
That shit wild, instead I'm a hero, I took it for zero. The flame you saying I read it for miles, the shit wasn't luck, they got me fucked up. I put you on bus and take you around. With a couple of guys inside of the school, I gave them the tools to get it off the ground. I gave you a day in my life or a day in my eyes, don't blink.
The Astroworld tragedy had major implications for the live music industry. In her article, Rebecca Bennett explains that despite the rise of digital music culture, live concerts remain vital as spaces for real, shared experiences where fans form identity. Travis Scott built his career around this idea, creating chaotic, high-energy performances that give fans the raw, communal euphoria they crave. His shows are about more than music. They're about raging. Bennett describes his desire for intense, unfiltered live experiences as a hunger for face-to-face authenticity, which was especially strong in 2021, just 1 year after COVID-19 lockdowns. The Astroworld disaster revealed how dangerous that hunger can be when safety is sacrificed for spectacle. It also raised a crucial question. How responsible are artists for the safety of their fans? While Scott wasn't criminally charged, public opinion largely held him accountable for fostering an unsafe environment. Since then, the industry has shifted. A Variety article by Chris Willman highlights how festival organizers are now rethinking safety, introducing emergency stop buttons for sound and lights, assigning dedicated safety officers, and investing in secure fencing like Coachella's concrete-based barriers. Although some artists are reluctant to accept responsibility, the message is clear. Safety is essential, not just ethically, but commercially. If fans don't feel safe, they won't come. Speaking from personal experience, post-Astroworld festivals have made safety a top priority, with clear emergency access lanes, widespread water stations, attentive security, and artists who don't hesitate to pause shows if someone is in distress.
Fear spread across Rome after people felt shaking near the historical site Circus Maximus, but it wasn't an earthquake, it was a Travis Scott concert.
Travis Scott che faceva saltare a ritmo di musica decine di migliaia di...
Okay, this shit is out of control. I'm driving through hell and I done brought snow.
2023 was one of the biggest years of Travis Scott's career, releasing his fourth studio album Utopia in July, which earned him his second Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. The release of the album was highly anticipated, as fans had known it was in the works for some time. In support of the album, Scott embarked on his Circus Maximus World Tour, kicking off at the historic Circus Maximus Rome in October of 2023. This would be his first tour since the Astroworld tragedy. In the aftermath of the tragedy, this tour was about more than promoting Utopia. It was about Scott making his return to live music, a return that fans clearly had been yearning for, as the tour would go on to become the highest-grossing rap tour of all time. Author Nancy Baym argues in her book that today's music fans are not just passive consumers, but active participants who create meaning, share experiences, and help shape an artist's career through deeply connected fan communities. This has always been at the forefront of Scott's career. His shows are more than performance, but a shared experience between him and his fans. After the trauma of Astroworld, Scott's Circus Maximus tour became a crucial moment of re-engagement with that fanbase. Utopia was a massive project for Travis Scott, an ambitious artistic statement, but more importantly, a foundation for his return to live music. One track in particular stands out. Theme. Not only is it the album's biggest hit, with over 1.2 billion streams, but it's also an anthem, Scott's gift to fans, designed explicitly for them to rage together once again. Through both sonic and visual analysis, it's clear that Fiend was made for the stage. The track is defined by its aggressive delivery, chaotic energy, and hypnotic repetition. Built on a dark, minimal, bass-heavy beat with eerie synths, the song loops around a trance-like structure anchored by the repeated shout of the word. Evoking themes of obsession and compulsion, fans crave the song like a drug. Scott once played it 10 times in a row at a Brooklyn concert. Fans erupted each time. Listening to Fiend feels like being thrown into an adrenaline-fueled spiral. Scott's steady, menacing flow grounds the track.
Been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now.
While Playboi Carti's wild, screeching verses add an unhinged energy.
I just been icing my hoes. I just been dripping my hoes. Just a whole nother level shot. I got these hoes on their toes. I put the bitch on
The live performance amplifies that chaos. 25-foot flames shoot from the stage. Blinding strobe lights pulse in sync with the beat, and fireworks explode with every beat drop. Everything about the song, its structure, its tone, its delivery, demands a live audience. Fiend isn't meant for headphones. It's meant to be experienced. It's not just a song, it's a controlled riot. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Studio Time. It was a blast covering this artist and song for you. Until next time, I'm your host Oliver. See ya!